All right, what is up, folks? So I'm going to keep this video short because my last video was 43 minutes. If you guys haven't had the time to watch the video, please go check it out. And as you guys can see in the background, it seems a little bit different, right? Yes, I'm back in the classroom. Classroom is back in session, so I've returned to Canada after 6 months. And if you guys are wondering why I'm returning, I'm here to pay back my debt. And once I pay off my student loans and the line of credit, I'll be leaving permanently. So it's been just over a year since this channel started to really grow. So back on April 30th of 2024, I uploaded a video talking about interracial dating, snow bunnies, BBC, and I know these topics they can trigger a lot of people. But the reason why I've decided to follow through on those topics is because it's all about the clicks, right? So I'll give you guys an example. So last November, when I returned to China, I had something else on my mind entirely about this channel. I want to focus this channel just on China, right? So I actually went to one of the four natural wonders in China. I got to check out the rime ice in my hometown during the middle of the winter when it was freezing cold outside. Look at that video. That video has 2,000 views. Then recently I uploaded a video talking about Chinese woman who has slept with foreign men. They're considered to be damaged goods in China, and that video has 21,000 views. So here's the thing. Eventually, I'm hoping that one day this can turn into a full-time career. But for now, I consider this to be a part-time job. I still need to grind away for a couple more years at this channel. See, the major issue is that if I keep the theme of this channel to be 100% focused on China, unfortunately, so 80 to 90% of the subscribers, they're simply not interested in contents focused on China. And let's say if I upload 10, 15, or 20 videos, where 80 to 90% of my followers are just not clicking on these videos, then the YouTube algorithm is going to think that, oh, this channel must sucks. Look at all your new upload. Nobody's actually watching them. Then eventually, after a while, the algorithm will just stop recommending my videos. That's how the channel dies off. Before I go too far, yeah, it's been just over a year since this channel started growing, and I want to be 100% transparent with all of you guys. Here's a snapshot of how much I have earned in the past 12 months, as you guys can see. So yes, over $13,000 just on YouTube. And also I want to thank everybody that has donated to this channel along the way over the course of the past year, whether it's by super chat or super thank you, or if you're a member of this channel, or if you support me on Patreon. So my earnings combined from this page, also from my monthly donors on Patreon, I've made just over $15,000 in the past year. So I mean, it's not bad as a starting point. And obviously, I didn't mention before, I do also have a 9-to-5 job. So that job in the past 12 months, as you guys can see, that's from my tax return. I gotta be 100% transparent. So I made $24,700. So all of my income stream combined, the last 12 months, I made just over $40,000. So I guess by Andrew Tate's standard, I'm definitely not a top G. I'm not even a medium G. I guess I'm a below average G. But it's okay. This is a starting point, and I'm looking forward to grinding away and continue to build this channel. And obviously, I did spend the past 6 months in China, and honestly, I've gained so much knowledge. I've gained so much insight. It has completely changed my perspective on everything in life, right? Unfortunately, every time I talk about something positive, right, I think people in the West, because most of my audiences are from these four countries. So over 40% of the audience of this channel, they're from the United States. After that is Canada, then it's the UK, then Australia, right? I think unfortunately, so many people from the West has been completely brainwashed by anti-Chinese propaganda, right? Because yeah, I got to travel to 24 Chinese cities in the past 6 months, including towns and villages. I've never had any issues, right? I posted a video that got me so much hate. I had to probably block over 20 people because of that one video last December where I talked about, during my journey in China. Yes, I did not see a single homeless person. I'm 100% serious. I'm not saying that they don't exist. Here's the thing, right? In China, they actually care. If you're a person that's really, really down on your luck, if you're really, really struggling, right? The government's not going to let you just starve to death on the streets, right? They will actually provide you with food and shelter. Sure, I mean, it's not going to be like Michelin-starred food. They feed you with a prison food twice a day, and they give you a place to sleep at night. So, I mean, the Chinese government does care about its citizens. Yes, China has a lot of issues, right? The number one issue I've talked about often is, it's the complete collapse of the nuclear family. It's the complete collapse of birth rates. It's the rampant skyrocketing level of divorces, and also, Chinese youths being raised in single mother homes. This is a massive issue. But for the most part, honestly, I don't have that much negative to say about China. And unfortunately, you guys have been consuming way too much content from these, what is Trump called? These fake news propaganda media outlets. They're just blasting out a bunch of fake BS propaganda. But once again, for some of my videos, I will still discuss the topics that's related to China. Everything I have learned in the past 6 months, all the cities I visited, I will share all of that with you guys. So all of that is coming up. And I did mention before, I will release a full-length documentary on China's century of humiliation. And yes, I will talk about, communism and socialism. And yes, I will talk about, things like Chairman Mao Zedong and the various other topics to a certain degree. And also mixed in, right, some of the topics I have already discussed in the past, right? White man and Asian woman, snow bunny, Blackpill, 8 inches, right? And horology, right? Horology. Let's talk about the study of time. So yeah, all of that is coming up. So, and obviously I can't just focus this channel on, interracial dating or BBC, all that kind of stuff, because then the content is going to get very repetitive. I think one thing that everybody can agree on is that, it doesn't matter which part of the world that you guys are living in, everything has been getting worse progressively. And I've talked about this so many times, right? The number one reason is the fall of the nuclear family. I know you guys are saying that, I shouldn't be airing these dirty laundries about my family, but this is a massive issue. This is why so many youths are struggling, because let's say 50%, not even 50%, let's say 1 out of 3 families in this world becomes my family, where you have literally over 70 divorces where people are being raised without fathers and without mothers. You have these married couples who are fighting each other to the death, sending each other to the hospital, smashing their phones, smashing their laptops, smashing TVs, where you have these women who are 20, 25, 30-year-olds with body counts of 30, 40, 50, 60 men, where you have guys in my family who are career criminals, who are gangster wannabes. I honestly wish that all of this wasn't true, but everything I've been telling you guys has been the 100% truth, right? I do honestly believe that my family has the unofficial Guinness World Record for the most divorces ever. So yeah, it's extremely important to discuss these topics. And it is also extremely important to hear perspectives from other people. So, since I have returned to Canada, since I've returned to my old campus, probably starting sometime this fall, I will be interviewing other university students because it's the next generation that really, really matters, right? You guys are going to be the future of this country. And I'm not going to dive too deep into this topic, since this is pretty much an introduction video, right? I've showed you guys so for the past 12 months. On this channel, I made just over $15,000, and my combined income is just over $40,000. So I'm keeping everything 100% transparent with you guys. And whatever you guys have been watching on the internet, on social media, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitch, whatever, and whatever they're saying about China, probably I would say 80 to 90% of the time, it's all 100% fake propaganda, right? I traveled across China for the past 6 months. Everything's 100% fine. China is an extremely safe country. There are virtually 0 violent crimes. And honestly, if it weren't for my crazy ass family, I will be considering, relocating back to China to live there permanently. But all of that for future videos. I have so much to share with you guys. I have some really, really incredible, unique contents that I have recorded during the course of my trip. So I want to thank all of you guys that have joined this channel in the past 12 months. And I really, really look forward to growing this channel for the next couple years, and eventually, hopefully, turn this into a full-time profession. So thank you guys so much for staying till the end. I will see you guys on Wednesday.